Manchester United manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been frustrated by the way Manchester United board is dragging and draining transfers, all the targets that he gave to the team. Welcome to United Social Television. Subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload here on a daily. So guys, I'm sorry for the previous 2 days I've not done a story because of some issues in here. You know how life goes, because I'm the only person who's working on this channel. But today I've made sure that I have come out and brought this story for you, and the story is all about Solskjaer's frustration as his team, all the likes of Ed Woodward, have failed him to get the people that he wanted. Remember, Solskjaer made a transfer list and Jadon Sancho was on top of the list. He is the most player that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wanted, and as we speak right about now, Ed Woodward has not delivered this to Solskjaer, and Solskjaer is frustrated because even the options that he thought he would have gotten before the start of the season have not yet been made. And to make it worse, news has been coming in that Manchester United is talking to those players, and at the end of it all, these players go to other clubs. First and foremost, it was Gabriel. They said Manchester United was talking to Gabriel in France, and that is Lille. They made contact with the agent of Gabriel, and Gabriel ended up going to Arsenal. That was the first blow. Second blow, Manchester United goes into talks with Thiago Alcantara. Liverpool comes and takes Thiago Alcantara. That is the second blow. Third blow, Manchester United wanted a left back. In the list that Solskjaer gave to his bosses at Manchester United of the players he wanted a centre back, he wanted a midfielder, he wanted a left-footed defender, and a right winger or attacker. So in the names of Sergio Roglan, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer submitted it in. He was among the options. Remember, when he's submitting in the list of players he wants, he puts like 3 options. So they had Sergio Roglan, and Sergio Roglan has left for Tottenham Hotspur. That's the third blow. Fourth blow, Manchester United opted to get Gareth Bale, if at all they failed, all as an alternative for them for Jadon Sancho if at all it failed. Gareth Bale is a rated player. He can give in those 2-3 seasons here at Manchester United, but he was being offered on loan from Real Madrid to Manchester United. And guess what happened? Another big blow to Manchester United, as the lad is going to Tottenham Hotspur. Those are 4 blows in the transfer window, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is worried. Remember, as United came in from the pandemic break to play the remaining fixtures of the Premier League, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer relied on only 13 players, and this was evidenced in the semi-final that United lost to Sevilla. Manchester United had to go into that game even if they were a goal down after Sevilla scored the second goal, because they are 1-1 for some minutes, and Sevilla scored a second goal. It took Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to make his first substitution in the 87th minute, meaning he never trusted his bench at all. So in such situations as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, what do? This leads you into total frustration, because for him, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer knows if at all the board gets him a left defender, deputizing Luke Shaw, because United is horrible and Luke Shaw is not around, so they need a left-footed player, not Brandon Williams. 2, if United provides him with a central defender, and he was so much into Upamecano from Germany, that is the Bundesliga, and that deal has not matured yet. On his list, he had a player called Jadon Sancho, and it was the number one transfer target for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and they've not provided him with all those players. So he's into frustration, he doesn't know what to do, and the board is still pushing, telling him that please, we are going to bring Jadon Sancho to Manchester United, and very many people seem it's off. But as news comes in, it shows that Manchester United is still in talks with Borussia Dortmund, and the only thing is Borussia Dortmund will sell Jadon Sancho, but Manchester United has to meet the 108 million pound value that Borussia Dortmund put on the head of Jadon Sancho. And trust me, he is worth it, though the Manchester United board is asking itself, is really Jadon Sancho worth that money? Because he's going to be the most expensive English player to have been purchased into the Premier League, or coming from one Premier League team to or coming from any other side, but provided you are English, to the Premier League. I think Harry Maguire is one of the most expensive English player to have crossed from one team to another, because he was paid for 80 million pounds. So Manchester United is making this deal drag because of that. They're just valuing, is Sancho really it? If at all we do bring Sancho on, is he going to solve our problems, or we get that man of Jadon Sancho and we divide it into three and get some other players who are good enough and can do the job and maybe grow into a Jadon Sancho? All Manchester United are saying, can we let this deal not happen this time, and we do go for him in the next summer to see to him that is he going to be consistent? But I think the board is doing something wrong to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is frustrated because of what the board is doing. It will be remembered, in 7 years since Sir Alex Ferguson's retirement in 2013, United have spent an average of 85.4 million pounds on new players in summers following Champions League qualification. In summer windows, after the team has missed out, United have spent an average of 161 million pounds, almost double. So this is something, it's a statistic that is true. What this is very much worrying. It means that if at all Manchester United is not the Champions League, what the Glazers do is, let's get those players to see to it that we get back in the Champions League. And when they get back in the Champions League, they spend less. That's what statistics show. They spend half of what they spent while United was out of the Champions League. This is worrying, because we expect United to reinforce more when it is the Champions League, because United doesn't go in the Champions League to participate. Manchester United goes into the Champions League to compete, to see to it that it wins the title. If Manchester United goes to the worst, it has to be taken off or eliminated on the semi-final stage. That's what we call Manchester United. And the Red Devil fans, you also know this. We are not here to play. So the Glazers are just causing headache to the manager, who is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who has proven that he can work in all hard times, and he is delivering at Manchester United. But the problem is, he's frustrated by the Glazers. The Glazers are not doing what Solskjaer wants, because he submitted his list in time and he expected these players to be here at Carrington as he faces Crystal Palace this weekend. And that's what is baffling the Norwegian manager who is in charge of Manchester United. You fans also have the right to go in the comment section and tell us, do you think the Glazers are doing the right thing for not completing our deals in time? I was listening to some friend of mine called Goldbridge on United Stand. You can also, he has the biggest fan channel of Manchester United. He was saying, Manchester United, it's a must. They are going to sign Jadon Sancho and they are going to unveil him as the transfer window ends, because they want their fans to be silenced. Because if at all they do sign Jadon Sancho before the transfer window, or before the wee hours of the transfer window, their fans will demand for more. So the best way to shut the fans down and keep that excitement in them is to sign Jadon Sancho as the transfer window ends. If it happens that way, as Goldbridge is saying, I see a very, 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 very big ideal for Manchester United. Manchester United is here to have the biggest and most famous players in the world, because they do have the money, they do have the name, and they're in the Champions League, they attract the players. But in preparation, that is bad. Jadon Sancho had to be here, train with the team for the 2 weeks, play with Manchester United as they take on Crystal Palace. That same thing was made by Manchester United. That same blunder was made by Manchester United in the January transfer window. If at all Bruno Fernandes had come into January, the first week of January, United would have even finished second in the Premier League. Because ever since Bruno Fernandes came, Manchester United has not lost a single game, and it has accumulated very many points. So this is something that they should correct and put in order, that United, even if you don't sign any other player, but bring in the player with the quality of Sancho early enough, let him get used to his fellow players, and after, you will see magic coming up in the front three of Jadon Sancho, Anton Martial and Rashford, with the services of Paul Pogba, Dan Van Beek and Bruno Fernandes. So Manchester United fans aren't okay with this. That's why the Glazers out hashtag is trending on Twitter for the previous 3-4 days, because Manchester United has lost out on all the players that they thought they had the chance to sign. What annoys Manchester United fans is Manchester United going into talks with these players, and they hear that they've gone to other teams that are not big as Manchester United, and because of little money. So I leave the ball over to you. Go to the comment section, tell me what you think about this story. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been frustrated by the board, and we are now waiting to see what United is going to do next. I'm Rokani, I'm out. United Social Television is the channel. Subscribe.